It's time to react to another terrible internet apology. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update. Today we will look into what I think might be one of the worst apologies I have seen. It's almost up there with the ukulele, and it's made by none other than Michael Duvale. Basically, this is a guy who had an OnlyFans account. If you think that's gross, don't worry, it gets worse. You see, he was filming his content at his workplace, a daycare. He was basically filming himself gooning onto toilets used by preschoolers. Naturally, this is a major offense and a downright inexcusable act. So, you're basically screwed. Even the best apology won't save you. But let's see what apology he makes.
I guess let's just start from the very beginning. And 2020 is when I made my OnlyFans. 21 about is when I met my ex-fiance and we got engaged in 2022. And we also broke up in 2022.
What does his ex-girlfriend have to do with him gooning inside the toddler bathroom for content? This comes across as him bragging that he was able to pull more women than you. Alright, maybe I'm looking too deep into this. But still, what does it have to do with the atrocities he has committed?
Now, growing up how I did, it's no shock that I was really excited seeing all this money that was coming in. And so I tried really hard. I posted hundreds, if not thousands of times a day in so many Reddit pages, on my OnlyFans, on my Twitter, just stuff like that. And as you know, I was working as a preschool teacher, technically pre-K, pre-kindergarten. And so I had a lot of free time at work where I would post on those apps.
One of the things that makes this apology so horrible is that this guy makes himself look so much worse, as if he wasn't a complete waste of human space already. He pretty much admits here to posting more content than any healthy individual would. This is the definition of terminally online. Some people really have to touch grass.
I did go to the bathroom a few times and snap a nude. A lot of the reason why I did that was because I was getting paid by people, and now when I said that, people thought I was getting paid by I don't know if you can say this word, PDF files, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, people do not think you are paid by PDF files. You were paid by PDF files. No other human being would waste their hard-earned money to see something this horrendous.
I'm not excusing anything I did. There is definitely no excuse, but I do just want to say that it would have happened at that time at any job I worked at. If I was working at the movie theater, still would have happened there instead.
No, because in any other place you wouldn't attract any of those PDF files, so you wouldn't make as much profit, and so you wouldn't be blinded by all the clout and success.
There's no reason or excuse I shouldn't have waited till I got home. I guess I was just too focused on the money, and at that time I hadn't started my social media career, or maybe I just started it, but I was really focused on the success I was getting on OnlyFans and all the money I was earning, and I used that money to start my shopping vlogs, and that's how I got started on social media full time.
Look, I understand that sometimes being at work takes a huge part of your schedule. You don't feel like going all the way home just to do your second mandatory job there, and this guy probably had too much time at the daycare, so he simply had nothing better to do. And so being bored and then exhausted when you have to film your content at home might seem like a terrible choice to make. However, it's still a less bad choice to make than to scar a bunch of innocent children's lives. Do you understand? I feel like any sane individual would choose to torture themselves if the only other option involved causing some kind of harm to children. And if you are not one of them, then perhaps you should seek help so that you won't be a threat to society. Anyways, stay safe, and most importantly, don't do OnlyFans.